I know I wrote a book, right? It's called Buy a Game and it's free. Click the link down there, you got it.
DreAllDay.com.
What's going on, everybody? Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. It's a question that I get asked sometimes. Sometimes I get asked. Not all the time, sometimes. People say, Dre, I come from a small country or a small town in a country that doesn't have a big basketball community. Basketball is not that important in my country. Basketball is like the number 6 most popular sport where I come from. Or there's not a lot of basketball players in my town. Or the closest basketball court is a mile away, and I gotta walk to it, and my parents don't want me walking to it because they think it's not safe, or it's too cold, or they're just not all into my basketball dreams. Dre, how do I get seen to play college basketball or pro basketball when I'm coming from such a small country or an obscure place, or people just don't know who I am? How do I do it, Dre? How do I get seen coming from a small place? Okay, let me give you a disclaimer first before we even begin. Here's a disclaimer. I'm not from a small country. I'm also not from a small town. I'm from a country called the United States, where basketball originated. I'm from a big city called Philadelphia. All right, this ain't Philadelphia, this is Miami. But Miami's a pretty big city too, relatively speaking. All right, so I'm not from a small town or a small country, but I'm gonna explain to you some concepts that you need to get your mind, you need to wrap your mind around these concepts. You player from a small country or obscure country or a small town or whatever reasons you think are built-in reasons why you can't make it. Because a lot of times the tone of the questions that I get is not so much, what do I need to do to get there? It's more of, I don't think I can get there because, and here are all the reasons why, Dre. Can you tell me why I should think differently? Listen, I'm not here to change your mind. Let me repeat myself on that. I am not here to change your mind. Okay, what my expertise is in, for those of you who don't know, I played basketball. I don't play basketball anymore. But when I talk to people now, whether it's an athlete, whether it's a business professional, whether they are a business owner, it's areas of mental toughness, confidence, and discipline. So when someone comes to me, especially athletes, especially young people, they come to me and they say, well, here are all the reasons why I think I'm not going to succeed. Can you give me some reasons why I am going to succeed? Listen, I'm not here to change your mind about your success. I'm not doing it. That's not my aim. My aim is not to change your mind. So if you think you're going to be a failure, listen, hey, unfortunately, that's the way that you think. Now, if you decide, listen, let me say that word one more time, decide you want to change your outlook on life, I got 5,000 plus videos that will help you do that. And I guarantee you they, quote unquote, work. Videos don't actually work. Videos just information. What you do with it is what makes it work or not work. I'm not here to change your mind. So if you think you can't be successful because you're from this small place or this small town, or because your parents said this or your coach did that or somebody didn't do something, if you think you're going to fail because of that, you're talking to the wrong person. I'm not here to change your mind. I'm here to talk to the people who have already decided they're ready to do something. I'm going to tell you what you need to do to help yourself. I'm not going to do it for you. I'm not even, some people say, can you help me? It's not even that I'm helping you. I'm going to show you how to help yourself, because that makes you self-sufficient. Y'all have heard the phrase, give a man a fish, he eats for a day. Give him a pole, he can eat for life. I'm going to give you the fishing pole. A lot of people don't want the fishing pole. Some people get mad when you give them the fishing pole. That's a different conversation. Let me get to the topic. How do you get yourself seen coming from a small country? How do you get yourself known when you're coming from a place where maybe basketball is not a big thing? Here's number one thing you need to understand. It's the overarching idea. There are professional players who you know about who play on TV and the NBA who came from quote unquote small countries. Who came from places where basketball is not that big. Even though they made it to the NBA, basketball is still not the most popular sport. And if you look through the rosters of NBA teams, or you Google international players playing in the NBA and the countries they're from, I think we all can agree on this, right? Without even having to look it up, we all can agree. There are players, can we agree there are players in the NBA right now who came from countries where basketball is not even that popular? Can we agree with that? Okay, great. So we all agree to that, which means, this means it's possible, it can be done. Okay, we all agree to that. It's possible and it can be done. It came from a small place where people don't really know you, but it's possible and it can be done. There was the Greek freak, Giannis. I'm not going to try to say his last name. He was in Greece, where basketball is, I don't even know how big basketball is in Greece. Somebody who's from Greece can leave a comment and tell me. But the videos of him playing basketball before he came to be known by everybody, before he got drafted, it was him dominating there were people his age, supposedly, that he was dominating. They looked like they were in middle school because he was busting their ass so bad. So it wasn't a big basketball scene for him. But he got drafted to the NBA. Why? Because he had so much game, people found out about it. And people say, well, maybe he had an agent who got his name out there. Maybe he went to some exposure camp and that helped to get his name out there. Well, listen, first of all, he had to have some game. Because no agent is going to sign a player who can't play. An agent, I already talked about agents before plenty of times. An agent is not signing a player as a client if the player can't play. If the agent doesn't think he can help you get a job, then the agent has no business motive in signing you. Because the agent makes money by getting his clients contracts. So if I'm an agent and I'm looking at you and I think you're not good enough to get a contract, I'm not signing you. I don't care who you are. Everybody understand that? So you gotta have some game first. And guess who controls how much game you have? You. How much game do you have? Are you just so good that nobody can keep you a secret even if they wanted to? See, that's how good you gotta become. You should write that down. You should write that down, put it on your wall. Take it to the inside of your locker, put it inside your gym bag, and look at that every single day. I'm gonna say that one more time. You need to become so good that people cannot keep you a secret even if they wanted to. Everybody got that? I need to say it one more time. Say it one more time. You need to become so good, and this can apply to you American players too. You need to become so good that people could not keep you a secret even if they wanted to. If you do that, if you just do that, and nothing else that I say in this video, nothing else I've ever said, if you just do that, that will double, that will not even double, that will multiply by 10. That will 10x your chances of getting seen wherever you want to go. You want to go from your small country, wherever you're from, to go play at a big club in another country where basketball is more established. I understand a lot of players who grow up in outside of USA end up going and playing in a bigger league in a bigger country. They get seen there where people are actually paying attention. And then from there, they can go on and play in the NBA or D League, or even if you're trying to play Division I college basketball, it's the same thing. You got to be good first. There's a book out there, Kyle Newport, So Good They Can't Ignore You. He wasn't even the first person who said that, but he just named his book that, so his name got attached to it. But other people said that before. I believe, I'm not even going to try to say who said it first, but he even said that he heard it from somebody else. That's why he named his book that. So good they can't ignore you. You got to become so good they can't keep you a secret, even if they try. That's the first thing you must handle. And all you need for that is a basketball court and basketball. That's all you need. I gave you the drills. You got the programs. You already know what you need to do. The mental game stuff is there. The physical game stuff is there. All you need is a basketball and a basketball court. And if you're far away from a basketball court, it's a mile away. Listen, a mile is not that far. All right, I just ran a marathon yesterday, 26.2 miles, literally yesterday. As I'm recording this on January 30th, I just ran a marathon January 29th. A mile is not that far. You could walk a mile. All right, a mile ain't shit. You could walk. Now, how bad you want to get known in basketball? Most of the people who reach out to me tell me the story of how serious they are about basketball, how much they want to make it, how much it means to them, but how they feel terrible because they can't do this and this person won't do that, and they're from this place and they don't see any hope. Well, listen, if you're that serious about it, you don't have a problem walking a mile, and you can take out a mile and put in whatever distance it is for you. I don't know. I mean, listen, you'll figure it out. Let's just put it that way. Okay, I know there's immature people who come in and say, well, I'm 10 miles away. What about me? Listen, you'll figure it out. If you're serious, you'll figure it out. Now, if you want to make excuses, you'll come up with it. If you are serious, you'll figure it out no matter what the situation is. If you want to make excuses, you'll come up with an excuse no matter what solutions there are. You always have an excuse for the solution. All right, whichever group you happen to be in, you will figure out a way to make it work for you or against you, no matter the situation. And this applies to not only athletes, this applies to business people, entrepreneurs, professionals, college students. This applies to everybody. The person who's serious about their goals will figure out a way around every obstacle. The person who wants to make excuses will figure out an excuse no matter how easy it appears for them to get it done. Okay, so small country person. First of all, you got to become so good that nobody can keep you a secret. Next thing you must do is you got to get somebody to know your name. You got to get people to know who you are. So if nobody's noticing you where you are, it is your job to make people start noticing you who are somewhere else. It's your job, not somebody else's job. Not an agent's job. It's not the coach's job. It's not your parents' job. It is your job to make people know who you are. Now, why is it your job? You might be 14 years old. You might say, well, Dre, I'm only 14. Is it my job? Yes, it is your job. Yes, you. Now, why is it your job? Because in the world we're in today, look at what you're doing right now. You just were to take a step back from what you're doing right now. Just look at what you're doing. You are online, probably on a device that you can hold in your hand, listening to a guy who's in the United States in Miami, a place maybe you've never even been. You're talking to somebody who is a 99% chance you've never even met me, but I'm giving you some information on what you can do with yourself. Think about the possibilities that come with that. Think about the possibilities that You living in the country that you live in, or the town that you live in. You never even been where I'm at right now. But I'm giving you all this information from what I know from 30 plus years of life experience that you can use for yourself. Imagine the possibilities of what you can do knowing that this is possible and it's free. It's not even costing you anything. It's completely free. What can you not do for yourself knowing that this is possible? Who can you not reach? If I can reach you, who can you not reach? You can reach anybody. If I can make this video very easily, listen, what you're holding in your hand right now, you can make a video of yourself playing ball. Can you not? What you're holding in your hand right now, you can get yourself a little tripod or have one of your friends film you while you're in the gym playing in your league or working on your game or whatever it is that you're doing. If all you have is you working on your game, that's all you got. If all you got is game video, that's what you got. If you got a combination of both, that's what you got. Can you find somebody who can edit a video? Can you teach yourself how to edit video? If it's that important, if learning how to edit video is the only thing to bridge the gap between where you are and you get to where you want to get in basketball, can you figure it out? I think you can. If you're that serious about it, can you figure it out? I think you can. Can you go online and Google a video on YouTube where somebody explains to you how to edit video on your phone or on your computer or whatever program you have to make it look good, so you can make yourself look good to the person who might be able to help you reach your dreams and realize your life goals? Could you do that if you were serious? I think you could. I think you could. I think if I wanted to learn how to be a master, not even a master, if I just wanted to get 10 times better at editing video, I could find free resources that can teach me how to do it. And all I need to do is invest the time and attention to learning how to do it, if that's what I wanted to do. Or anything else. If I wanted to become a painter, if I want to learn how to build walls, if I want to learn how to repair a broken window, whatever it is I want to do, I can find out how to do it. Usually it won't cost me much money. All it takes is me to put in the time and energy to figure it out, to learn it actually. I ain't even got to figure it out. Somebody else already figured it out. They're just going to explain it to me. All I got to do is listen. All I had to do is listen and apply what I'm told. That right there is a great metaphor for life. Listen and apply what you're told. You just do that. If people just listen and apply what they told, I couldn't even make any more YouTube videos. I would just retire from YouTube. I couldn't make another video because everything you need to know I've already said on video. Just people don't listen, so I say it over and over and over again in different videos. Stuff I'm saying in this video I said in 2010. All right, if you go back and look, I said this in videos in 2010, maybe not in all one video, but I said it before. But people don't listen, so I gotta go do it again. People are like, well, yeah, I know you said it then, but can you make a new video? What the hell does it matter what video it was? I don't care. Listen, somebody told me how to make $1 million in 2009, and they said, I'm just doing this one video. Am I gonna come in 2017 like, yeah, I know you told me how to make $1 million in 2009, but I'd rather watch a new updated video. What the hell sense does that make? But people don't listen, so it doesn't even matter what I'm saying right now. It doesn't even matter. People don't listen. So listen, in 2019, I'll make another video saying this exact same thing. I'm guaranteeing you, I'm gonna make another video. In 2025, I'll make another video or whatever we're watching. And it might not even be YouTube anymore. It might be something that just pops up on your face, like through your contact lenses. I'm gonna make something saying the exact same thing I'm saying right now, because people don't listen. And people who do listen, they listen and do nothing. They don't apply what they hear. They hear it, they're like, damn, that's good. They thumbs up the video, they leave a comment like, yo, Dre, you're telling great things, it's helping empower you. And then you know what they go do? Nothing. Let me get back to my point. Number one thing, I already said, you gotta become so good that they can't keep you a secret. Next thing is you gotta get yourself seen. You think nobody's paying attention to you, then it is your job to get some people to pay attention. First of all, you gotta get them something to pay attention to that they can easily access and watch. So listen, there's a lot of great things that I want to say. I could write it down to 800-page book, but most people ain't gonna buy an 800-page book, and even the people who buy it aren't gonna read it. So I gotta put it into bite-sized formats that I know people can pay attention to with their short attention spans. So I make a YouTube video that's right now 15 minutes long. I gotta put it in some type of format that I know people will consume it. Okay, so it's not just about you having it, but people gotta be willing to consume it. Now, there are people who will read books, so I write some books. There are people who will take online courses, so I do online courses. There are people who sit and listen to an hour speech, so I do an hour speech. But you got to have something for everybody. There are people who just want to hear it on audio while they're driving or while they're on the train, so I do a podcast. So you got to have it in formats. There are people who only want to see a picture, so you do Instagram. There are people who just want to watch a 10-second video, so you do Snapchat. There are people who want to read it in 140 characters, so you do Twitter. So you got to have it in different formats so people can catch it. And I'm not saying for you basketball player, but you got to put your game, the stuff that will get people's attention, you got to put that in a format that a person who's in basketball, whoever you're trying to get seen by or get the attention of, that they can easily consume and look at it and understand what you bring to the table very quickly. They got to understand, like, in the first minute, what you bring to the table. First minute of your video should show me what you bring to the table. I should know at the 1 minute, okay, I'm interested in this player or I'm not. 1 minute. All right, so forget all the rap music in the background. We don't need all the cheesy ass graphics that come with the program. Leave all that stuff out. Get yourself seen. It is your job to get seen. Nobody's seeing you. That means you're doing a terrible job of marketing yourself. You are doing a terrible job of marketing yourself. Yes, even if you didn't know until you watched this video that marketing yourself was your job, well, that's probably a good reason why you're doing a terrible job of it. You didn't even know it was your job, but it is. It is your job to get yourself known. If nobody knows you, you're doing a terrible job of getting known. All right, be clear on that. And yes, this international player, I'm talking to you. Player from the United States who says nobody comes to your games because you go to a small school, I'm talking to you. Nobody knows you because you're doing a terrible job of getting yourself known. It ain't nobody else's fault. It's nobody else's job to know you. It's your job for them. It's your job to make them know you. They don't know you, then you're the problem. Not them, you. Everybody clear on what I'm saying right here. Any other questions on this topic? Any other questions on this topic of getting known from a small country, from a small school, from a small town? If you have not done these 2 things that I just said in this video, become so good that they can't keep you a secret, number 1. And number 2, get your goodness, how good you are, get it into a format that somebody else can see it and know within 1 minute how good you are. If you have not done these 2 things, you don't have a question. You don't have a problem. You don't have a comment. You don't have any way that I can help you. No, you need to help yourself by doing these 2 things. If you have not done these yet, don't ask me no questions. And until you do these 2 things, you will continue to be unknown. I'm just telling you what it is. Now, you can take that as negative, you can take it as positive, or you can take it as just what it is, neutral. It's the truth. If you look around life, people who fall into these categories, they're not good enough that people pay attention, and they don't know how to get their goodness in a format that people can see. Damn, this person is good. Let me follow them. Let me buy from them. Let me subscribe to them. If you can't do these 2 things, you're going to have a life of disappointment. I'm telling you right now. Now, you can take this information and you can throw it away. You can say it's great and do nothing with it, which is what 90% of people do. Or you just completely ignore it. Listen, you do whatever the hell you want to do. But just don't say you weren't told. Work on your game. DreAllDay.com.
Hey, witness on the beat.